Hey everyone, I'm Kimberly Ann Campbell, and I voice Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka NAHIDA. This is my first
Thank God they're
ever
doing like a
special
little
program,
intro.
and I can't wait to explore the upcoming content with all of you.
What's up, everybody? My name is Alejandro Saab, and I'm the voice of Sino. Hopefully everyone's gotten to know Sino a little better during this version, and we've still got plenty of Sino coming our way in the upcoming version too.
And I'm sure lots of travelers are super excited to see what version 3.2 has in store for us. So let's jump right in and start with our new version trailer.
Let's go, baby.
Let's do it.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. We have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
Huh? Was that Kusanali running?
Did I just see something dart by?
This is starting in a very
lighthearted
lighthearted
Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us.
Oh!
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body.
Ah!
Hey! Make yourselves at home. Yeah!
Wow!
But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
Layla?
Is it too late for an extension? Ha! Not now.
This music's so
Stars,
good.
shine for me.
Wow.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
That's Dottore.
So, you think this is over?
Plug suit!
Wait. No. I can't.
Ah!
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth of this world.
The Balladeer has already become a god?
No wonder your own people have abandoned you, God of Wisdom.
What the heck?
At my command, you shall fall. My endless cycle begins. Your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Nilu,
Oh.
are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I must admit that I'm a little scared.
What the hell?
I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hathem's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Brothers, let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Quasar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
Wait, this is super like...
Creating a god. We are using human wisdom to create a god. Let us reenact the scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
Oh, shit. Oh. Code. Oh, shit. God. Code. Let me pin this. Dude, we gotta... Okay, there's a lot of stuff we need to talk about that trailer and what was said and like the stuff that I know. So again, after this live stream, we'll do like a little theory lore talk. Okay, chat? But for now, let's continue to watch this through, yeah? That's pretty epic, dude. What's up, Vincent? So, Kusanali Poggers.
So, we've got a lot to unpack from that trailer.
Yeah. After experiencing the Sub-Zerus Festival, Samsara, and surviving our journey through the desert, we'll finally get to the riveting end of the Sumeru Archon quest in version 3.2. Picking up right where we left off, the Traveler is teaming up with some amazing characters to face the Academia and rescue Sumeru's Archon. But I'm sure the first thing everyone's wondering is how we're going to save the Dendro Archon.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Nahida's been locked up by the doctor inside the sanctuary of Suristana. It's not like we can just go walking in there. And on top of that, we're dealing with 2 of the Fatui Harbingers now. We've got the Balladeer in his super powerful looking boss form.
Interesting.
As well as the Doctor, who seems to be a real tricky one to predict.
Volume up.
I'm not gonna lie, the Traveler really has his hands full with this one.
Yeah, definitely a tricky situation.
Totally. And besides these 2 Harbingers, we can be sure the Grand Sage will also be on his guard. But hey, with the help of 2 insiders like Sino and Alhaitham, we might just have a way into the Academia.
Well, as the General Mahamatra, Sino also has his own agenda. After being tracked and predicted by the Academia for all these years, this might just be his chance to settle the score.
And if we're hoping to truly save Sumeru, we'll definitely need the power of the Dendro Archon to help us.
Dude, whatever
I
that
can't
robot
wait to
thing
see
is.
how everyone's hard work and coordination plays out.
And I don't know about you guys, but besides saving Nahida, I'm also curious how we're going to save Irminsul. Plus, we still don't know the meaning behind the words that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata left us. World, forget me.
So a lot of things are being confirmed here.
Travelers will be able to personally unravel the answers to all these questions in their own journeys through version 3.2.
You know, I'm actually kind of curious what the future for Sumeru will be once they get through all of this and, well, you know, what will happen to the crew we've been working with along the way.
Yeah, same. I just hope things will work out for everyone affected by Elazar, like Dunyarzad and Kale. Oh, and we can't forget the desert dwellers who have been mistreated all these years. There's a lot that needs to change for them, too.
Right. So be sure not to miss Chapter 5 of the Archon quest, Akasha Pulses, the Kulpa Flame Rises. It'll be quite the ride, and I hope everyone will enjoy it.
Yeah, and of course, the end of this quest won't be the end of everyone's journey in Sumeru. There are still many puzzles and mysteries waiting to be solved. Whether it's Lesser Lord Kusanali, the Doctor, or the Balladeer, I think there still might be lots of unexpected things waiting to be uncovered.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome!
Okay, so now that we've talked about some of the storyline, maybe we can talk about that massive mechanical-looking puppet we've seen. That's the god that the Academia has been creating.
Who's spamming?
Right.
Stop
and
spamming.
Now that you mentioned it, let's talk about the Balladeer boss battle.
Bro, this looks like
this
a
boss
fucking...
looks tough.
Oh my god!
The Doctor must have put a lot of his energy into this.
You see this?
Yeah, the Balladeer has lots of strong and awesome looking abilities, so why don't we start by checking out some gameplay from the new boss battle?
Sounds good.
Woo.
Dude, it looks like a transformer. This is the boss theme, I guess. Oh. What are those things on the floor? The element sigils. Straight up Herrscher of the Void vibes. It's cool. That thing on the back, I don't know what to call it. The chakras? I don't know what they're called. But it's very reminiscent
Just look
to
at the
Ace.
size of it. Pretty sure this boss is going to push travelers to the limit.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that thing is huge. And come to think of it, this is like the 3rd Fatui Harbinger boss battle we've had. They really keep stepping up the
code
art and
doesn't
design
work?
every
Oh,
time.
shit.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
This is an ultra powerful puppet we're going up against here. So we're talking huge attacks and epic moves. Let's break it down a bit. In the first phase of the battle, the Balladeer will use his massive arms to attack everyone. The arms are capable of utilizing different elemental powers, and there are several types of abilities, including
how does that make
attacks that
sense?
create fields of burning or freezing effects on the ground.
How can you
Oh,
use
know what?
different elements?
This fight kind of reminds me of when we fight Ruin Guards.
Interesting.
I think we'll have to come up with a way to paralyze it.
Right. And you might have noticed there are some arcane formations on the ground, so activating those might trigger some interesting effects.
And I bet a lot of people are wondering what that thing is floating next to us. Not gonna lie, he's kinda cute. Oh, maybe it's a Paimon reskin.
I'm sorry, but no. Not only is it super cute, but it's also super powerful.
Watch it
Travelers
is.
will need to charge energy for this little helper and use its special skill to counter the boss in battle.
A helper in a boss fight. Yeah, that's definitely not Paimon.
Or is it?
Once the balladeer has transformed into this massive form, our usual attacks won't deal any tangible damage to him. So, the only thing capable of breaking through his defenses will be our little helper that we just mentioned.
It's like a
There will even be some moments in the fight where travelers will need to use an aiming
floating
mode to attack
Sealy
the boss's weak
Aranara.
points.
Who would have guessed that little thing would be so important against a boss the size of the balladeer?
I know, right? They also use some amazing special effects for all of the
Or
balladeer's
Kusanali.
moves. Speaking of which, the cosmic appearance, the spacey special effects of his skills really kind of remind me of the Raiden Shogun skills.
Ah, you're right. And seriously, I can't wait to check out this new boss fight. I'm so hyped.
Yeah.
So now that we've covered the new boss battle, I think it's time to introduce the first of our new playable characters coming in version 3.2.
Yay!
Let's welcome Lesser Lord Kusanali, aka Nahida.
Yay! Finally!
After everything we've experienced in the story so far, I think Nahida's already like a good friend to us. It's seriously so crazy what we've been through.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear you say that, Zach. Okay, so throughout our journey, maybe everyone's already noticed some of the unique, yeah, let's call it that, unique metaphors that Nahida likes to use. And yeah, they can be pretty out there. Or
Duk.
sometimes she'll use really childlike language to describe some deep or profound idea. But the truth is, she has yet to set foot in the outside world since she was born. To her, all the knowledge that she has in her mind is like pieces of scenery that she's never seen with her own eyes.
Totally. It's really hard to imagine that the god of wisdom had been locked up for 500 years. Just makes me upset just thinking about it.
But I'm sure everything will work out sooner or later.
If travelers would like to spend more time with Nahida, then be
Oh,
sure to check
bro.
out Nahida's story
We're gonna
quest,
do that too,
Sapientia
dude.
or Maste's chapter.
I've been slacking on the
quest
story
will be
quest,
available upon
but
completing the Sumeru
we're gonna have to
Archon
do
quest.
this.
So be sure to check out the quest to learn more.
It's nice that we'll get to spend more time with her. But I want to see Nahida in battle. What you got for
Me
us,
too.
Kimberly?
Oh, I've got lots to share. But before we get to that, let's have a quick peek at Nahida in action.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
She's like, she plays these games like those children games. The hopping things, the rubber band things.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Interesting. Ooh. Dude, she's harnessing her. She's harnessing March 7th.
Wow.
She's so cute.
Look at her.
I love her.
So cute.
Aw, little Nahida is so cute. I love how she hops around when she's fighting.
What?
Oh,
What
and
did
a
he
swing,
say?
Too. So, what's that skill that looks like she's using a viewfinder or something?
Little Nene?
That seems pretty different.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with her viewfinder-ish kind of skill, which is actually her elemental skill. As a catalyst user, Nahida's combat style is pretty unique. You may cast her elemental skill by tapping the skill button, or you may hold the button to enter an aiming mode. Opponents who are selected while aiming will be linked by Nahida's special mark. After you trigger elemental reactions on opponents who are linked, and when they take damage from dendro cores, Nahida will unleash Tri-Karma Purification, dealing dendro
This is
damage.
a
This
viewfinder.
is so cool. Yeah, I love how it's like connecting the enemies together.
Outside of combat, Nahida can use her elemental skill and enter the aiming
does
mode
this
we
thing.
just mentioned
She does
to
this
interact
thing.
with certain harvestable items, allowing her to collect items directly to the inventory from a distance.
Whoa, wait.
Oh, so
Being
you don't
able
have to pick it
harvest
up?
materials like that is gonna be so cool. That'll really save us some time.
Yeah, this skill may also have some additional
Wha-
uses, so travelers will have to give it a try themselves and see.
Ooh, okay.
Nahida's elemental
What?
burst is where things get really interesting. A Upon unleashing her burst, Nahida manifests the Court of Dreams, expanding a special field.
That's pretty amazing. The effect really does look like some royal court or palace.
Yeah, different effects will be produced based on
That's
whether there are
huge!
pyro, electro, and hydro characters in the party. While Nahida is within the special field, a pyro member in the party will increase the damage of
That dome
tri-karma
is
purification.
huge!
An electro party member will decrease the intervals at which tri-karma purification is triggered.
Whoa!
And a hydro party member will cause the duration of the field to be increased. If there are at least 2 party members of the elemental types I just mentioned, then the effects will be increased further.
Whoa, this is blowing my mind right now. We'll really have to focus on which effects we want to achieve and put some thought into our team's composition.
Right? A key thing to remember is that these effects can be triggered while Nahida is not on the battlefield, as long as the active character remains in the special field radius.
Nice.
Dude,
Also,
she sounds really
in addition
good.
to Nahida, we have one other character joining us in version 3.2.
Layla.
That's right. She's a very peculiar academia
I guess she's
student.
a very
Her name is
4-star,
Layla.
eh?
Most days, she looks super tired and anxious, which seems to be a direct result of her relentless struggle with her studies.
Yeah, and not only is she frail and anxious looking, but she also studies astrology. So it's no wonder people around her might consider her a little strange and mysterious.
I wonder if they'll... I think
And
if she'll
even
have
though
interaction
she's
with
always
Mona.
groaning about her studies, most of Layla's research work is actually fine overall. It's just her lack of confidence that's really holding her back. And that's when her unusual ability comes into play.
And her ability is... sleepwalking.
Yeah. While she is sleeping, Layla unleashes her true self, allowing her to regain the confidence she needs and activate the talents and strengths she's had all along. As soon as she starts sleepwalking, her unfinished papers no longer seem like the monumental tasks they were, and she completes them in no time.
This is definitely something only Layla can do. Our viewers shouldn't try to do this with their own homework. But does Layla have any idea what happens when she's sleepwalking? I mean, does she know that she has this ability?
She seems to be aware of it.
Bro.
The papers are obviously full of her handwriting, after all.
If I had that
But there
ability,
have been some weird instances.
I get
For
straight A's
example,
in high
once
school.
During crunch time while researching, she sleepwalked and climbed the wall of Sawmill, and then randomly bumped into Candace. Such weird occurrences have made her start to wonder what's really going on.
And aside from her sleepwalking, just like any other student, Layla has many typical things that she hopes to achieve, as well as some regrets. She wants to be able to make friends and go out and have fun, but it seems like she'll never be able to do any of that until she graduates.
And actually, I'm guessing that she uses her sleepwalking abilities in combat too, right?
You bet. Let's have a look at Layla in combat.
Sweet.
Even when we're not looking up at the stars, they're always there.
She sounds so freaking... She kind of sounds like Tayu in a way, doesn't it?
My guiding stars.
It's pretty.
Stars, shine for me.
Huh.
It almost looks like she's sleeping while being protected by the shield.
This shield not only protects Layla, but also creates night stars while it is active. When a character protected by the shield uses an elemental skill, more night stars will be created. Once more night stars have been accumulated, they will transform into homing shooting stars, dealing damage to any opponent's hit.
So,
Ah, night stars.
I love how
her
they
skills
use
with the
Ayato
starry
because he can
theme.
spam
It
elemental
ties into
skill.
her studies.
Yeah, throughout the skill's duration, each time a night star is accumulated, the shield strength will increase. This effect can stack up to a maximum of 4 times.
Whoa.
Layla's elemental burst unleashes a dream sphere that constantly fires starlight slugs at opponents within its AoE, while also generating night stars for Layla's shield. As a talented Ratawa his student, Layla also comes in handy when
What
crafting.
the fuck?
When Layla crafts
That's
character
creepy
talent
as
materials,
hell.
she has a set chance to receive double the product.
Ah, nice.
Anyway, when can travelers expect to see these new characters available in-game?
Great question. That brings us to our new
Yoimiya,
event wishes. In the early
no!
part of version 3.2, Nahida and Yoimiya will be available.
Yoimiya
In the
always
later part
gets
of the version,
shafted.
we'll be seeing rerun event wishes for Yaemiko and
Child!
Tartaglia, and Layla will become available for the first time. Also, a new 5-star
Child!
weapon, 1,000 Floating Dreams, will be appearing in the new weapon event wish.
Oh, nice. By the way, I've heard that Layla's been getting ready recently to participate in Sumeru's Beast Tamer tournament.
Mr.
But before we get
Worldwide.
into that, I think it's time for us to take another break. We'll be back with the latest info on events coming in the version update.
So I know what you're thinking. It's time for redemption code. You guys get it?
Boo.
I know.
All right, that's enough.
Alright, bro. Good one. Yo, Mr. Worldwide's back. Who didn't expect this? Who didn't expect this? Here's the code. Oh shit. Let me pin this. Child and Yae and Yoimiya. So it seems to me that they are really heavily I guess what's the word? Funneling? It feels like they're funneling a lot of attention to Nahida for obvious reasons, right? Yeah, why is Child back? Every time his banner comes up, it's like, dude, he's gonna die.
Welcome back to the version 3.2 special program, everyone.
Free Dory!
Next, we'll take a look at some of the new events for the coming update. An amazing fungus competition is about to begin in the lands of Sumeru. Not only has it attracted local competitors from Sumeru, but also spectators from other nations.
Fungus competition? How does that even work? Aren't fungi dangerous? They're always attacking us in the wild.
I know it sounds a little weird, but you'll love it. In this contest, participants will use a special gadget called a Wisdom Orb to catch and train their fungi and participate in battle events.
Yo, it's
the fungi
Pokemon all
often
over
pose
again.
as little troublemakers for us in the wild,
That's the
using this
Pokeball.
gadget will allow travelers to establish a certain level of communication with them.
Okay, so if I catch and train a Jade Plume Terror Shroom, then I should be pretty much unstoppable, right?
Oh no, come on, that wouldn't be fair.
In this event, travelers will be able to sneak up on fungi in some certain areas to catch them. Unfortunately, the Jade Plume Terror Shroom is not one of those areas, Kimberly.
Aww.
Sag.
If you end up startling them, they'll flee until they are outside a set distance.
After catching different kinds of fungi, you can follow Paimon's suggestion and give them cute names. But most importantly, you will have to train the
Bongo
fungi.
head.
That sounds fun.
Travelers will have to use special floral jelly ingredients to mix and form blends that your fungi enjoy and unlock their true potential. While mixing ingredients, you use copy, switch, and rotate functions, and
This is
place
cool.
a preset formula you have in the corresponding spot.
Aw, it looks kind of like jelly. I bet Paimon's gonna be all over that.
Hey, Paimon wouldn't ever do that!
Well, I can tell why you didn't book that role.
And with all these different kinds of fungi, they should have different abilities, right?
Yeah, so to work on their abilities, we'll
They're
use
evolving,
something called a
chat.
special training mode. In this mode, there will be 2 challenge types: coordinated assaults and zone defense. Travelers will be able to command their fungi's abilities, have them coordinate their attacks against
We're
a single
legit
target,
using Pokemon.
and control them to defend the ley
They're
line.
fighting. Oh my
Aw,
god.
they're so cute. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. As for the rewards, in addition to Primo Gems and various materials, once travelers have reached a certain phase of the event, they will also be able to summon the great and almighty merchant, Dory.
This
And
sounds fun.
Layla will be appearing in the event storyline, as well as a familiar visitor from another nation. Any idea who it could be?
Supposedly a fun guy.
Okay, I see what you did there. I respect it. Let's leave that for travelers to discover themselves in the event.
Come on, guys, fun guy.
Okay, next up we have a change of pace with an all-new Trials event. For this event, travelers will have to use characters' special abilities to complete specific objectives. For example, you may have to knock slimes into the goal by triggering an overloaded reaction with Yen Fei's and Klee's attacks, or use Yelan's elemental skill to move quickly and dodge giant pinballs. Here are some others. Use Xiao's plunging attack to send platforms back to the ground.
Wait, I don't have Xiao.
Use Beto's elemental skill to hit the ball.
This sounds like some pretty unusual training.
Yeah, and to make things even more interesting, this event will support co-op gameplay.
Oh, this sounds like it'll be a lot of fun to watch. But what about objectives for characters that maybe we haven't unlocked yet?
No worries, we got you covered. All the corresponding characters will be provided as trial characters in the challenges.
Perfect.
In addition to these events,
Nice.
version 3.2 will also feature an event for our players to put their skills to the test. This time, we'll have a new edition of the Hypostatic Symphony event.
Nice. So, what changes can travelers expect this time around?
The most notable change, of course, will be the addition of the new Dendro Hypostasis. That's right, the last member of the Hypostasis family will be officially landing in version 3.2.
Is it me or
Besides
these
serving as a
hypostasis
new
things
open-world
look like
boss,
Rubik's
the
Cube
Dendro
and they're just annoying as
Hypostasis will
fuck?
also be busy performing alongside its fellow Hypostases in the Hypostatic Symphony event.
This time around, travelers will be facing challenges featuring the Dendro, Cryo, Pyro, and Hydro Hypostases. Before each challenge, travelers may select a buff effect to use. However, as you increase the difficulty, the number of uses will decrease and the enemies will become more challenging. So it'll be super important for travelers to plan the right moment to use these effects.
So what options do we have once we run out of buffs?
Travelers will still be able to use food and potions from their inventory. If you're aiming to just collect all the Primo Gem rewards, then don't worry. You won't need to up the difficulty too much.
Okay, good to know. Whew.
I, for one, will definitely not be upping the difficulty. And just like before, you may tackle the challenges together with your friends once they have joined your world.
Great. We can help each other out.
Oh, yeah.
Now that we've covered the challenge event, let's take a quick look at a couple more casual events coming our way in the new update. First, we'll be finding inspiration for an illustrator in the Outside the Canvas Inside the Lens event. And once again, we'll be working together with Lieben in Marvelous Merchandise. It's also
I'm gonna
worth
be honest with
mentioning
you.
that some optimizations have been made for the photo event this time around. Everyone will be able to select from some preset angles and can make use of the rotate and focus functions to take better pictures.
That's great.
While you're out taking pictures, you may run into some interesting storylines along the way. So be sure not to miss Outside the Canvas Inside the Lens.
Man, I love these kinds of events. Sign me up.
Yeah, me too. In addition to all these new events, we also have some news on system-related updates and optimizations. I'm really excited about the first of these, which is regarding the Serena Teapot. Starting with version 3.2, the Serena Teapot will be adding the long-awaited replication system.
Wow, that's super amazing.
Yeah. This feature will allow travelers to use sharing codes to bring designs from other travelers' teapots and implement them in their own, or share their own teapot designs. I know there may be some travelers out there who have seen some amazing teapot designs that they've wanted to also create themselves, but didn't have the ability or time to make it. With this new function, travelers will be able to bring that creativity back to their own teapot or share their creativity with others.
Get ready to hit up your friends with amazing teapot skills.
Oh, I can't wait to see everyone sharing their designs, especially with me.
Wait, what happens if you don't have that item though?
Which brings us to our final update to share with everyone. This one is regarding the game's available languages. Starting with version 3.3, which will be the update following this one, Genshin Impact will be adding Turkish and Italian to the game language settings.
Italia.
So players who prefer to see the game's text and UI in those languages can look forward to that.
The team truly hopes that travelers from all over the world can enjoy the game and start their own journeys through the world of Teyvat.
For further details, please check Genshin Impact's official channels and keep an eye out for future announcements and info.
Wow, we've covered a ton of stuff. Seriously, it's a lot to take in.
For sure. So now is probably a great time for our last redemption code.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yay. I guess this live stream is rather short, which I don't mind, to be honest. But I do think they left out a lot of like. Is it just me, or does it feel like they left out a lot of what should I call it? Wait, why isn't this working? A lot of details about the Archon quest, for obvious reasons, I guess. Not sure. Switch version reduced to atoms. Yo, where's my Switch version, bro? I feel this patch is more of a. It's a little bit of a.
Well, everyone, I think we've covered just about everything coming our way in version 3.2, which means we've arrived at the end of our special program.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we covered a ton of stuff.
So much stuff.
Yeah. So many events too. But the thing that I'm most excited about is, of course, NAHIDA playable character, NAHIDA playable character, NAHIDA playable character.
Obviously.
Nice.
Yeah, for me, it was definitely the ballad.
30-minute live stream.
It looks so insane.
Yes.
I have no idea how I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, no, for me, oh my gosh, so many things. Battling the Dendro Hypostasis, and of course the fabulous Fungus Frenzy. Getting my little fungi and battling with them. And, you know, the teapot, the Serena teapot, I'm so behind on my teapot.
The
so
card
I can't
game's
wait
next
to
patch, I think.
Get some designs from others, or at least, you know, get some inspiration from getting another teapot design.
Is it a
just
filler?
As we mentioned earlier, even though
If
the
there's an
Sumeru
Archon
Archon quest will be reaching its final chapter here,
Uh-huh.
it most definitely won't be the end of our journey in Sumeru. In our story this time, we'll be encountering some interesting and mysterious content, and I hope it will be an amazing experience for all of our travelers. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon be with all of you.
See you in game, everyone. Bye.
See?
You got cut off. Yo, that was a short one.